And then I always look at this as a blessing. Like you said, I'm sitting here in Nairobi, Kenya, and
With me, Ruby.
yeah, I'm here with Ruby B. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what could be bigger?
You already know what it is. We got another one, boy. ATL. Yeah.
Start off on a light note.
Okay.
What every woman is thinking when you coined the name Fabulous. Did you think that it would be like a testament to how you look, how your lifestyle, how you portray yourself?
Nah, at the time, it actually got. It's funny, sometimes things mistakenly happen on purpose, and I think like I was rapping and I'll use Fabolous to describe my rap flow, and this guy who I was rapping for by the name of DJ Clue, he thought that I was saying my name was Fabolous, but I was saying I was the Fabulous Vocabulous, and from there he ran around saying my name was Fabolous, and it kind of just stuck because I really I had a nickname that I had grew up with, but it wasn't really like a rap name. It was Sport.
Okay.
So it wasn't really like, I definitely like sports, but I think it was more, I used to wear like polo clothes a lot, and it was Polo Sport, and you know, so it kind of stuck there, but it wasn't really like a catchy rap name. So when he mistakenly called me Fabolous and thought and tell everybody, yo, I know this kid Fabolous, it kind of ended up sticking because it was like it had a little like strength to it, you know what I'm saying? It had something to it. It had a little like intrigue to it that it make you want to know what's Fabolous, what about it, why is he calling, you know what I mean? So that's where it stuck, and I think overall then it became a moniker for me because like you said, it was, you know, lifestyle and fashion, and thank you. And you know, your looks and your everything about you, you know, Fabolous is a top tier compliment, you know what I'm saying? So that's where I think it really stuck and
how
fit
did you
me.
get to start spelling it differently as opposed to the normal way?
Once we made that thing where it was going to be a name for me, I wanted it to separate it from being just the word Fabolous, which is spelled, of course, F-A-B-U, but I wanted to change it a little bit. I felt like F-A-B-O-L-O, like it had a little more ring to it, so that's where it originated, just, you know, trying to separate it from the word Fabolous to the name Fabolous.
The artistry, the uniqueness in it.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so we're celebrating 50 years of hip hop, coming from the trenches, you know, rapping from the hood, you know, we gotta get out the block, and now your first performance in Kenya, in Nairobi. How do you feel hip hop has grown over time, and what are the milestones, especially in your career?
I think it's grown tremendously. It's started in a place, like you said, where it was just a hood kind of hobby, you know what I mean? It wasn't looked at as a career, it wasn't looked at as a business, and I would say I watched it grow from that. I think when I first started, I just loved hip hop. It was a hobby for me, but I've watched how it's transformed into a really strong genre of music. It's also transformed into not just a hobby, but a business, and if you do it long enough, it's your career. You know what I'm saying? It's what I've been doing for the last 20 plus years. So I would say it's my career. It's, you know, it's the same way. At the time when I started, my mom didn't look at it like it's a career plan. You know what I'm saying? She didn't look at it like, yeah, you could be a rapper and you're gonna be a rapper for the rest of your life. It was kind of like a hobby. Like, yeah, you want to do that, but you gotta find something else to do, and yeah, be a real job. But now it is a real job, you know what I mean? And it's also provides for not only you, but your family, your people around you, your friends, you know, whoever's working with you. It's become a real entity in itself.
Did you ever see hip hop where it's at now when you were starting out? When you were, you know, writing your first raps, did you ever see yourself in this little country named Kenya, Nairobi?
No way.
Doing your thing?
No way. I had no idea that hip hop would continue to grow and be, you know, a universal brand as well. And then also, aside from hip hop, just me. I thought it was, it was just something I like to do. It was something like, when you like to play video games, you like to play basketball. You know what I'm saying? And even in sports, people have a little more long term, especially at the time when I started. They have a little more long term because it's like if I play good, if I go to school, it's a trajectory of becoming a professional. Yeah. So for me, just seeing it grow, seeing my career grow, seeing the music expand and be recognized all over the world, and now that leads to like me being here in Nairobi, Kenya. It just shows the growth. It shows the growth overall because, and usually with growth too, you can't really see all the time where the next place to go is. Anything that you can see and imagine, that's probably the smallest of it. And you see things that you didn't even imagine happening. That's when you know that. Oh, okay.
Really
Yeah.
doing your thing.
Yeah.
I'd say like a lot of people in the hip hop space would term you an underrated artist. So an underrated artist performing in Nairobi. Like, tell me, first of all, do you feel like you're an underrated artist?
It's just the way you look at the word underrated. I think I'm very blessed. No, I don't look at me as underrated. I think that my thing connects to who it needs to connect to. I'm not very and it also plays into my personality and how I move and how I am as a person. So, and then I always look at this as a blessing. Like you said, I'm sitting here in Nairobi, Kenya, and
Ruby.
Yeah, I'm here with Ruby B. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what could be bigger? You know what I mean?
I have to let you say that on your own.
Yeah.
Because you might have this one more time.
I'm here with Ruby V. He got it. You got me. Yeah, he ain't. It's rolling. You got it.
They know what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about healthcare and grooming. How do you take care of yourself?
I try to stay on top of my body with checkups and also just natural things to how you feel. You know what I mean? Just naturally how you feel. You know what I mean? And yeah, just how you feel, how your body's feeling, how you're. When you rest, like even down to rest, I like to get rest, and your body will let you know also when you need rest. Sometimes you can only push yourself as far as you can push it without your body saying nah, it'll shut down, like you need rest. So I try to just especially now I'm older, I try to take care of myself health-wise, check up on things every once in a while. Here and there, I don't think I do it as much as I should, but I like to get massages and facials and just keep yourself kind of like a self-care routine.
So you're not opposed to grooming?
Oh.
Get a little manicure.
Yeah. Why? Who's people are opposed to that?
I mean, I feel like some men are very it's not masculine to do stuff like that.
Nah, I feel like that's just taking care of yourself, and if your nails and your feet need to be taken care of, you should take it. I think any part of your body it's your body. You want to present yourself. You want to feel good. You want to feel energized. You want to feel clean. You want to feel just naturally in good health. You know what I mean? So that's anything around that. I used to think I know what you mean, because people come from a place where I'm not doing that because they don't see it, but
am I sent some type of way?
And I think overall it's something that's pure for you. You know what I'm saying? And if it's something that you enjoy, I wouldn't force it on anybody. Whoever doesn't like it may not be their thing. But for me, I think it's a way to keep yourself healthy and keep your body flourishing and shining and glowing.
Not that we're talking about Fab's guilty pleasure.
My guilty pleasure?
Yes.
What is my guilty pleasure? I like to.
Besides anything and act bad.
I like to eat. Yeah. No, that's not even like.
It's not
That's just life. Yeah, that's just life.
Okay.
I like to eat. I'm like really like a foodie, and I think even like with me with working out, I think my biggest thing that I have to try to lock in and discipline is the food, because I like to eat. I like to try. I like to, eat things that pique my interest. So like even if I'm somewhere and I know like, all right, this might not be the best dish for my workout plan, I might try it because I want to, I want to taste it. You know what I mean? Yeah, we try to. That's one of the goals of working out. It's like I work out so I can eat what I want.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, exactly, 100%. You're having lunch tomorrow.
Yes.
Tell me something that you think that you'd be looking forward to at lunch.
I actually don't have any expectations. I would like to see what Kenya has in store. I like to, especially when I visit places that I have never been, or I kind of like to see their.
And also, I would imagine being a star, you would imagine they would take you to the best places.
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
I mean, I hopefully. Don't get me wrong. People have took me to some bad places too.
Really?
But but it just might. It's just your taste palette. You know what I mean? Yeah, what you like, what you don't. So, like, I don't think they purposely said, "Yo, let's take him to the nastiest places." Maybe just something I wasn't used to eating.
Nice, but you don't find it nice.
So, but yeah, I like to. Go in there. It's things that I don't eat, of course, but like it's things that I like to. Whatever I like to eat, if they have, I'll try their version and stuff of it too. So.
We celebrate 50 years of hip hop, what it has been so far.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think the next 50 looks like?
Man, I couldn't even tell you. I just hope that I hope the artists are also getting their fair share of their art, of course, and I hope the genre continues to grow and keeps representing and give people from different walks of life lane. I think even down to that, I think the artist spectrum has grown too. Kind of like when it first started, a lot of it was just kind of street based, but now you have like kids who've never been in the streets. You know what I mean? They make music and they love hip hop, and white kids, Asian kids, everybody. You know what I mean? I think it's an open book.
People are making hip hop right
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that actually? Like,
I feel it's good.
The last one, as you finish, the very last one, as there's hip hop purists even in this country who are like, oh, that shit ain't hip hop. We're not gonna play that. As someone who's been in the roots and in the origination of the culture, I would say. How do you feel, all these different people translating hip hop and trying to quote unquote localize it, make it their own, make it unique to their situation?
Well, I think if they live in the culture and appreciate the culture, I think every ethnicity should be a part of hip hop. Hip hop is a culture. It's not just, like I said, it's not just derived from the streets. I think it's a culture where people, tap in. It's the same thing as a sports culture. You know what I mean? You don't have to be any shape, form, color, size. You can just love the game, and I think hip hop is the same way. And as long as they're not, appropriating or like being a cultural vulture, I appreciate. I think certain races is one of the reasons. Other races being involved in hip hop is part of the reason that it expanded and became a universal culture, because they were able to cross it over or go outside the lines of our normalcy. You know what I'm saying?
When does it become appropriation and not love?
I don't know. I think it's just different ways that people do things, and then also some people do things just purely on the business side and have no compassion for the art or the artist. You know what I mean? I think those are probably the top ones. Thank you, Ruby, for having me and just talking to me. And
how you feel being in Nairobi?
I feel great. This is my first time.
Would you rather have been in New York or anywhere?
I have. I've been all the way. I've been everywhere that I'm from New York. So, Of course, I know that hip hop is that's like the mecca of hip hop, but I love to see it being celebrated everywhere. You know what I mean, and celebrated for 50 years. It's amazing.